I made this gorgeous Twillie for my friend. During my recent trip to Mood Fabrics in New York City, I picked up some 100% cotton fabric to make Twillies. Join me as I actually use my fabric for the purpose I bought it. Okay, so I'm starting out by picking this purple floral, and I will be making a pattern using a Twillie that I already have and I already like the size of. Here I am pinning down my Twillie to bleached muslin fabric where I will draw my pattern. I start by measuring a 1/2 inch seam allowance around the perimeter of the Twillie and move on to cutting, which is terrifying because I left my Twillie pinned down while I cut. Why did I do that? So next I move on to ironing my patterns. I actually made 2 of them because I always lose them. I'm also going to write instructions on them and label them before I inevitably forget and end up tossing my patterns into the scrap bin. A classic Allie Bryn move. I then laid out my fabric and laid the pattern pieces on top, which is always a drama because you have to figure out where you want the flowers to go and blah, 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 blah. And I just don't have the emotional bandwidth to discuss that process at this time. Pinning pieces right sides together comes next. I added a 3rd layer of white cotton fabric in the center so the pattern from each side doesn't show through. That sometimes happens with very lightweight fabrics. Finally, it's time for sewing, and then serging, and then turning the Twillie right side out, and then ironing really, really good. Then I had to hand sew the opening shut, and I also hand sewed my label because of course I did, like, follow, and share. And that's how